Hello, welcome to Dark Accounts, best place to chill with friends and get game goodness each and every Monday. What have I done to my mic here? Just dropped a weird angle. My name's Dylan Blair, and joining me this week, Ashley Hobley.
Hey Dylan, excited to be here.
I want to know you would have cut that out, but I would have cut that out. You would have cut that out. No, you would have restarted it.
You would have restarted. We would have sat here like for the next 30 seconds. You redoing it over and over and over again.
I play on like a true professional footballer.
I'm just thinking of what the user experience is, so.
Good.
You're full of shit.
Good. User-generated content is good. Also here, Ciaran Marchant.
Hello, it's me, your boy.
Ringo.
That's,
there we go. That's the name.
I need to get I need to organize my Blue Sky. I keep meaning to do that, but yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, I know it's not. I know this.
It's weird.
Next week's,
yeah.
I was gonna say next week's between the questions, but side tangent. Like I've definitely been trying to use it more.
I think that's pretty much everybody, right? Like it
yes.
seems to be. Like if it's got to the point where I'm looking at picking it up and start using it, it must be like reasonably accepted by most people.
Yes, I feel like in the last couple of weeks, it's picked up exponentially.
So definitely picked up a lot. Like I feel like it got to the stage now of the amount of people using it and stuff that it all, like officially switched over. That I was like, okay, I think it's happening.
Now's the time.
Yeah, because the problem was always like doing something and then everyone's like, I hate this. Also, I know when I made my account, like when Nicholas Pryor, shout outs, I think he sent me and Ash like invites like a year ago nearly.
Mm-hmm.
It was like very like weird at the time, and now using it, I'm like, it's fine. Like it works.
Well, I've seen a lot of people like posting the last week or so about like engagement at the moment seems to be a lot better on like
people click links.
Yeah, people
the links open not within the app, but actually in a tab, like in your preferred browser. All sorts of good things. Yep. So yeah, I mean, I've set it up with Ian. You can follow Explosion Network on Blue Sky. Follow me on Blue Sky.
At Explosion Network.
Or however you say it. Do we say it at Explosion Network or do you say at explosionnetwork.bisky.social?
Well, I think you just go at Explosion Network and eventually the right one will pop up.
That sounds terrible.
But yeah, it's not Explosion Pod, it's Explosion Network.
Yeah.
Is that okay, Ciaran, or like should have been EN?
Should have been EN, but you know,
okay.
we'll
I don't think they can do URLs that small.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Yes, they can.
I don't know. Who's to say?
What? Ashley Hobley, what the fuck are you on?
No, like I don't think they have like you can't have a username that's small.
en.bisky. Whatever.
Social.
Okay. This week on the show, we're going to go through the 2025 video games preview. But before then, Steam Deck discussion.
Steam Deck!
Got his hands on his own Steam Deck finally. Obviously, I've talked about and still very much enjoy mine. But Ciaran has the official Australian one, which I'm sure is exactly the same as one I have, but
most
in Australian dollars. How was your first week with the Steam Deck?
It's been great. It's been real good. I've downloaded a whole range of games. I've been playing a whole bunch of it. Probably this week has been my primary console for just gaming. Like it's, you know.
I don't know. I want you to tell me this.
No. I'm getting there. You know, like I had, like, what was it? I think it was like Wednesday or Tuesday night. Had a busy, stressful day at work. Came home, ran myself a bubble bath. Fucking climbed in there with the Steam Deck and playing. And just chilled out, playing some games for an hour.
Drop that bad boy in.
Live on the
edge. Talking about Steam.
No,
Ciaran, he died how he wanted, how he lived playing
via
video
the
games.
Steam Deck. But yeah, no, I've had a great time. It's very funny. It's lined up, of course, with Black Friday sales, as I was tweeting out. So, like, it is instantly been like I bought a whole heap of Steam verified games. It's very easy to kind of. I really enjoyed the UI letting you know, okay, what stuff's been verified for the Steam Deck, what'll work for the Steam Deck but hasn't been verified. So you might have a few issues. It's very funny playing the battery usage game where you load up a game and then you boot up and it's like you've got 60% battery. It's like you have an hour, and you're like, oh boy, okay, all right, good to know.
That's it. Do you feel like the battery's bad on it?
No.
I feel like it's perfectly fine.
I've been enjoying it. Like, especially like, of course, Electro Machine, like it's never going to run out of battery with that pretty much. But like even I played through the point and click game that was released this week or last week, sorry, 24th I think it came out, Locomotive, which came out with full Steam Deck support. And like I didn't charge my PC the entire 8-hour playtime. I played that game and finished that game.
I saw you when I was playing something the other day. I saw you was playing that. I'm like, he's 100%. That's him being like, this is a Steam Deck game.
Yeah, 100%. And
there's no world in which I would have seen Ciaran randomly playing this game without the Steam Deck.
Yeah, no, 100. And that's the thing, right? And it's 100%. Like that was like a perfect thing where I was like, this is my type of game, but I wouldn't want to sit on my PC and play this. And awesome. I've been able to chuck podcasts on my TV, chill out on the couch, playing that game, playing it through, playing in the bath, and yeah, give it the whole full 8-hour experience of that game and playing it through completely. And then Black Friday comes along. I go to the Steam Deck page yesterday, and I'm like, oh boy, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've picked up just to have in my library, just to play around with. Like, you know what? I'm finally going to play Hollow Knight. Like, I picked up Hollow Knight, so I'll highly play through, start playing through that.
Right, just in time
for Silk Song to not get announced.
To come out another 3 years.
To take another 3 years, so I got plenty of time to play that. I bought a Rocksteady game for $3. Can you guess what Rocksteady game is? But this is like one I've always been interested in playing, but I've never had like a good enough reason or like the time to get to.
Ping Pong
Origins?
No, Mad Max.
Rocksteady.
Oh, Mad Max.
Okay. Mad Max.
Great game.
Great game.
Yeah, that's fully Steam Deck verified, which is very funny considering the age of that game. That is very heavy on the battery usage, but no, it's very good. Just to sit down and play that, and I've got Witcher to start. I wanted a game.
Yeah, Witcher. Let's see how that goes.
I'm never going to play through it, but I want a couple. Like I had Cyberpunk installed, but I think I'm replacing that with Witcher to be like, this is my quote unquote showcase game when like I've got friends who asked if they can see it when we're hanging out next, to open up and be like, there's The Witcher 3. Play that shit. See how that runs on it. Yeah, like I've got Hades installed, so I'll finish off my original run of Hades 1 and then start Hades 2 on it. I guess overall, I think it's a really well put together device. It never feels too heavy. Playing it for extended periods of time is like, it's really easy. There is the warm fuzzy feeling of the tactile kind of mouse pad sections on the controller, which I was always like being like, oh, okay, I don't know why I'd use that or how I'd use that or how I'd get used to that. But even just like while I'm playing a game that doesn't use it, when I'm like idling or something, just running my thumb across it because it has like haptics in the pad.
I was gonna say I've used it to like move a mouse around on a like non-verified game a couple times, but otherwise I just fiddle with it and go, oh, that's a funny feeling.
Yeah, 100%, right? So yeah, it's like that. And then the other game that I bought that isn't verified for Steam Deck, but I've been curious, and what I'm playing currently and like is what I was interested in is Crime Scene Cleaner, which has been a lot of fun. They're games, I like the power wash simulator games where it's just chill out and clean stuff, which is very fucking weird. But this one with a story. And it doesn't like I did some research before buying it specifically to play on Steam Deck because I was like, okay, what are the problems with it? And there's apparently just some frame rate issues in later levels when there's a lot of stuff going on with it that it just isn't quite optimized right for the Steam Deck, which of course. But yeah, no, I'm loving it. It's been a great purchase, and like I had my sister directs local theater, and so she opening night had that show this week, and I went with my parents, and there's me beforehand. No, not the entire time. The entire time, I probably would have got stabbed. But the definitely the intervals and like waiting for the show to begin, like I had that shit like kind of whipped out and playing, and it was a good time.
You jealous at Ash? Or?
A little bit.
Yeah.
like this is the funny thing is that like opening up there is a feeling I haven't had for Steam sales that I have again because of having the Steam Deck again. Because it's like, oh, I can just buy a bunch of shit that I can have installed on this to play around with whenever I want now. And like, it's funny, I've just downloaded everything. Like, it's the 500 gig is a perfect size. Like,
whatever, Mr. fucking 1 terabyte. Like,
no, but like, you know, it's that thing where it's like I've never felt like. Yeah, I've not been here feeling like, oh man, I need to
delete something.
Yeah, I need to delete something, or I need to change, or I've not got enough space to get everything I want. Like it's fine. It's no, it's a real good time.
You're Ciaran, and sometimes you fall in love with things and
then fall out of love with it. Like, no, that's why I am taking an active approach to making sure. And this is the thing. I didn't want to, and I had thought about this long before I purchased it, and long before in the week that after I purchased it was the thing of how do I make sure this isn't the slightly more expensive Steam Deck OLED, not Steam Deck OLED, fucking the Switch OLED that I currently have barely used since fucking Breath of the Wild 2 was released. How do I make sure that doesn't happen? So it is going to be purchasing a lot more games that I'm going to play, like purchasing a lot more games specifically for it, not so much that I'm going to play on my PC or play anywhere else.
Describe your line. Like give us some games where you're like, that's a PC game and that's a Steam Deck game now. Like,
so like anything that's like some current releases. So like stuff like Marvel Rivals when it comes out next week, not going to be playing that on my Steam Deck. That is going to be played specifically on my PC.
And why wouldn't you play that on your Steam Deck?
Because I don't.
Would you be tempted to give it a go?
I think I'd give it a go for fun at some point, but I don't think competitively, I don't think it would go well. As because anything that requires like
anything that you want to use a mouse and keyboard for,
yeah, exactly, right? And that's pretty much a line, right? If it's a first-person game, like even like I open up Cyberpunk and play like 20 minutes of Cyberpunk.
It's like, oh, I need to be too precise.
It's not even too precise, but it's like even if I was playing Cyberpunk on a PlayStation or a Xbox, I'd sit there being like, I kind of wish I was playing this on my PC so I could use a mouse and keyboard for it. So I think it's like the same factors that I use for PlayStation and Xbox is what I'll use for the Steam Deck. But I'm sure there's going to be games over the time that I'm going to play on both. There's going to be games that I'm like, like for instance, like Hollow Knight and stuff like that, where I could probably play that on I don't really want to play that on I don't know. For me, it's like the perfect handheld. It's like a perfect handheld game. Same with Prince of Persia. I bought it on my PC, got it on the Steam Deck ready for me to play at some point. And it isn't weird thing. The game isn't Steam Deck verified, which I'm a bit sad about because there's no dev for it, so it's not going to get verified. Which is fucking dumb. Yeah. But that's like the perfect game that I don't really want to sit down and play, and probably why I haven't played more of it is because I don't, for whatever reason, don't enjoy or find myself comfortable to do it. But to do it on my Steam Deck, that seems like a perfect game for it. Same with that Locomotive. Like actually, Locomotive, I'm like, man, I can't wait for just to play more point and click games that are enabled for this, because it's like this is like the perfect like bite size like experience, especially like shorter indies, stuff like stuff that's coming out that's just in that niche that I'm like I'd be interested in that. Like I think I'm one of my lists for Player Steam was Goodbye, whatever that high school dinosaur game is. Volcano High. Probably grab that and play that on Steam Deck. It's there's just lots of bits and pieces that I'm just like, the line is anything that's a competitive multiplayer or anything that's a first-person shooter or game of general.
Do you need to play something like Fallout on the Steam Deck, though?
I think I probably could. But I'd probably be like using it alongside playing it on the PC at the same time.
Because that's not like it's first-person, but it's not like an actual shooter. So.
Yeah, and it's not like it's the same with it's the same with Cyberpunk, where it's like I could definitely play those games and not have an issue with it. But yeah, I just think it's going to be an interesting, time with it that to discover what I want to use this game for. And I'm very excited to explore it and to keep using it.
I mean, the benefit is it is very easy to pick up and play between PC and the Steam Deck,
100%,
two
right?
devices. Yeah.
100%.
And all these rumors that Sony wants to do another PS Vita or whatever this week, I'm like, y'all better have that cloud save syncing like a motherfucker.
You better stream like a...
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, right, that's the thing where I'm
seamless.
I think it's a silly... this is where I think PlayStation... I think Nintendo's fine with it because it's Nintendo. That's Nintendo, and it is what it is.
Nintendo's never going to have two things. They're just
Nintendo's never going to care, and that's fine. PlayStation, because the thing when we say Microsoft's looking at a handheld, Microsoft will always be looking at a handheld that is in line with the Steam Deck, with the ROG Ally in that sphere. I fear that PlayStation will continue being in. Will continue being in the sphere of this is a handheld console, not this is a handheld computer. And I think they are, you might say, oh, that's not a very big differentiation. I think it is, because PlayStation will continue to have it being a proprietary software or a proprietary kind of hardware device that can only play their games. And
I mean, I actually... the Xbox thing, I'm kind of assumed they would just team up with another brand and release the ROG Game Pass edition or something that they put their logo on and sign off on. I don't know if they would actually release something.
Well, they've got a hardware team, so I mean
they do, but I'd see them team up with another brand. Honestly, they're all about those partnerships and saving money at the moment where they can, I guess. So. Got to save money to buy more studios,
Well, they save their money by firing all this staff. So,
well, that's I mean, that's another very smart move they do. Firing staff. That's a lovely way to save money. So, joke.
Sure.
Why do I have to put a JK at there? All right, let's go through 2025 games. So when I started putting this together, I was like, well, this is dumb at this point. Let me just make this an article. So reading through the same list that you'll be able to find on sportsnetwork.com if you want to look at the list of games that coming up in the year 2025. Got the first 3 months, a few games with release dates, and then after that point, it's a whole bunch of TBD shit. So I've picked stuff that I consider to be big enough or stuff that I think people should care about. So, or that I assume people would care about. So. Pick everything that's TBD to release next year. That would be a lot longer list than this is, but here we go. All right, so I'll read through it. Stop me when you want to say, yes, that is something I would like to play next year, or presume you'll play next year. So starting in January, Donkey Kong Country returns. I'm going to dabble, is my plan. Because I played Donkey Kong Country Returns so many different times at this point, but I will attempt to dabble. A game I've never beat, but now they've got the difficulty in this release, I might be able to finally beat it. So good for me.
How early in the month is it?
Very early. Sorry, I skipped the release dates thing. I just fucking
16th, halfway through. It's kind of weird that you would think that maybe they would have released it during December. But...
No, Nintendo loves a mid-January release.
Yeah, I guess the first release after you get your brand new Switch.
Yeah, for Christmas. Yeah. They do love a mid-January release. Dynasty Warriors Origins. No, didn't think so. Freedom Wars Remastered. Yes, please. Freedom Wars PSP game. I'm down for this. I played a fair bit. I never finished it. The game was too long. It takes hundreds of hours to beat. It's coming to everything now, so play it where you want. It's not just on PSP. Sniper Elite Resistance, new sniper game. Then we jump into February. Assassin's Creed Shadows finally supposedly releases.
I'm very weird on that game. I feel like I need to wait until it's a bit closer where I can see a little bit more what's to go with it, and I can make a judgment call closer to the time, because at the minute I'm very oddly lukewarm on that game.
Is it the delay or what?
I think it's the delay. I feel the same way I felt between as Syndicate approached, where and I never touched Syndicate. I didn't buy Syndicate. I've never played Syndicate still to this day. And so it just feels like it's just a bit of an off time for Assassin's Creed, and I'm interested to see if that turns around, or if they kind of how they fix that feeling or that sentiment as we approach it with their media and their kind of coverage of the game going forward.
Well, I feel like it has to be good. I feel like it's Ubisoft's year is so reliant on this being good that it cannot not be good. Is what I'm leaning towards. And it's also the Assassin's Creed that people have sort of been asking for and waiting for so long. Assassin's Creed Japan or whatever people have been yelling out for 10, 15 years at this point. Here it is finally. But they made it work.
Yeah, it's got this crazy unnecessary stigma around it that makes things, I guess, interesting to see how the internet will react. Or maybe it'll be fine because we'll all be over on Blue Sky and everything will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's so
Don't
funny.
see it
If I open Twitter and it'll be the wildest shit or some steak ad or some fucking secret thing, and then I go to Blue
What's
Sky.
with all the steak ads?
I don't know. Gambling's in, So.
We do it normally here in Australia.
Yeah, I know. That's the funny thing.
We just advertise it during sport.
Yeah.
The thing that's banned everywhere else.
We just advertise it on normal television.
Yeah. Avowed also comes out in February.
Yes.
How are we feeling about
I think they've won me back on the Avowed train.
With the recent
have all the previews been super positive?
Yes, I think I'm interested again, especially when there's something about the recent previews that reconnected in my brain how much I loved Outer Worlds. And even if the mechanical gameplay isn't anything revolutionary and it is smaller environments and it is more arena-based fights, that's pretty much what Outer Worlds were. And I love the shit out of that game, so I should be giving that same kind of chance and knowledge that I do like Obsidian games to Avowed. So I have hope for Avowed again.
I agree. I've always sort of been hopeful this would be more like Outer Worlds. I love the fact that game was 30 hours and I did everything. Did all side quests, did all the things, smashed it all. It took me 30 between 30 to 40 hours, and I felt like I really got my full RPG kick instead of 100 hours. And that was good. So, you came for this, Ash?
Yeah, I haven't read any of the previews and stuff, but all the positivity around it is very promising. And I mean, Obsidian have proven themselves as a great track record, and the sooner this comes out, the sooner they can get work done on Outer Worlds 2.
Then we've got Date Everything, which is the game which you can date everything.
Mm-hmm.
Number one most anticipated dating game of 2025.
Okay.
Civilization 7. Ash? Are you keen for Civ 7 or?
No, I want to have a life.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
Yes. Won't be a Steam Deck game, though.
Why is that?
There's no way that game's optimized for it. There's no way that game's
I know, but the janky way it works could make it, fit within the theme of the...
It depends. They'd have to have also fixed the fighting combat system, because I couldn't imagine using that combat system on a Steam Deck, because that was bad enough as it was on PC. But yeah,
I've seen the first game in the verified list.
Is it? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think I have. Then we got Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza, and Hawaii.
Yes. Give it to me. The epilogue to Infinite Wealth, where has amnesia and is a pirate.
Yes, it sounds like an epilogue.
Yep.
Yeah.
All epilogues
it picks up
end with amnesia
very soon after the last game. hopefully ties into whatever they're doing next, where everyone gets amnesia and all get old-fashioned jobs.
I like how the synopsis for the game doesn't even make it sound like it just says, embark on an over-the-top modern-day pirate adventure with ex-Yakuza, now pirate captain, and his crew. Engage in exhilarating combat and land and sea in the hunt for lost memories and treasure. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, chapter/record/ whatever. I can't remember they're calling it one because they're releasing these one a month. This is the new Don't Nod game. So embark on a new narrative adventure by the creators of Life is Strange. Film your summer of 1995 and create memories of a lifetime with your new friends. 27 years later, confront dark secrets that made you old promise to never speak again after that fateful summer. Okay.
Now that Life is Strange is out, do you think they could have gone head to head?
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, the game didn't come out to like rave reviews or to like massive fan acclaim.
But it's a new IP.
Still, it says from the creators of Life is Strange.
I actually think in some ways it would have maybe helped and I still think it will help now because they shit the bed so badly with like the last, like sticking the landing on the last episodes. To
be fair, a lot of people do enjoy the game. You know, it's a mixed reaction.
It's that you enjoyed it, but I think the general feeling is that overall it doesn't stick the landing.
It doesn't stick the landing, correct.
Mm-hmm.
Came for this though.
Yeah, and this one's going to be more episodic, right? Like
it is. It's monthly.
It's actually
yeah. So, Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm in for this. My first.
Did you play the beta?
No. Fuck it. Fuck the beta. Who cares? Am I some nerd?
I played a little bit of it, and it's like, okay, interesting story, interesting world setup. You know, it's like so much character customization.
Yeah. Are you interested or what? You just played the beta.
I mean, you know, I'm not desperate to play it, but you know, if a code pops in my email field,
all right,
email field, what?
Yeah, in your email field. In your email field.
Yeah, that's it. Then you know, maybe it gets added into the
if an email shows up, it goes in the inbox. Then you redeem the code and you get the game. If that happens, you'll play the game. Is what you're telling me.
Yep, if there's enough room on my hard drive.
There's enough room. All right. March. Football Manager 25.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
yeah, you play the last every fucking year.
Yeah, I think most of them been releasing on Game Pass, so you know, assuming that's the case, that'd be pretty cool. Interesting. This is the first one they'll have women's football included, which is something I mentioned.
Woke.
A couple of yeah, it is woke. Why is this male player and this female player got the same rating? It's bullshit.
Oh, woke.
Oh, I thought FIFA prepared people for this.
Yeah.
Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster, Gate Rune, and Duran Unification Wars. Yes, that is a real title, apparently.
It's just too much to say.
It is. I'm just referring to it as Suikoden 1 and 2 Remaster.
Yeah.
But this goes into my maybe if I get time during the year box, because everyone loves those games and talks about it. I mean, Jared Petty used to talk about it all the time. So, 2 Point Museum.
Yes,
I thought.
They've got a very good success rate. I like their humor. I like the concept of this latest entry in the franchise. Had a good time at PAX. So let me make all these weird museums. I think I read somewhere that you can. What was it? You can. Oh, one of the museums will be haunted, so you'll have to get like Ghostbusters to come in and get rid of.
Are you okay with it, or like? Cause that would be scary,
I think you'll be okay because it's like it's comedic horror. So
okay, that's fine.
It's
comedic
okay.
horror is okay. It's just real.
It's just when they start chainsawing people from one side of their body to the other side of the body. That's when across the line.
I want to jump ahead, but like you made me watch something for Christmas this week. They had someone get their fingernail pulled off. So I was like, I don't know how Ash is okay with this.
Did I?
You did, yeah. Look forward to hearing that on a Very Explosion Network Christmas. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I might dabble. Never played any Xenoblade.
Now it's definitive, so
yeah. So now's the time. So
is this the first one or like
this is the first one? This is the first one.
Okay.
So I've never played any of them. So like I never wanted to play the sequels because I never played the first one. So I was like, maybe now. All right, so that's it for things it has. Now we're all into TBD territory. So, and these are just alphabetical off this point. This is how I decided to put it.
Makes sense.
Starting with 2XKO, the 2v2 fighting game from Riot Games, in which there's a bunch of League of Legends characters fighting. Now, they smartly released a Jinx trailer like around when Arcane was releasing.
Very smart.
Very smart. I don't really like fighting games, but I will dabble. I will dabble. Yeah, just because the character.
And this will be free to play, you would assume.
I would assume, yes.
You think so?
Is what
I think this will change fighting games forever. I actually think if Riot do what Riot does generally, now they've done it in first-person shooters and in MOBAs, like I could see this changing how Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter release their games.
Whoa.
I don't know. Yeah, it depends. Like, do we know much about the game, or is it being baited at the moment? Or
it's been in alpha or something.
Okay,
people have played it.
I don't think it's like super like Tekken, right? I would assume it's more closer to a platform.
I mean, no, it's a fighting game.
Yeah, but Multiverse is a fighting game.
No, it's a different type of fighting game.
It's not like Smash. It's okay. It's more like Tekken. Yeah. Or, Mortal Kombat. Whatever.
It's like Tekken or the what's that? Or the Dragon Ball game.
Yeah, click play on the trailer.
Okay, yeah, that would have been smarter.
I don't want to have to fill you.
I don't know. I still feel like there could be platforms.
No, there's no platforms. You can go watch some other trailers and also say there's no platforms. So, yeah, dabble. 33 Immortals. Now it's a couple of years ago from Xbox. That's the 33 Immortals is a co-op action roguelike for 33 players. Play a damn soul and rebel against God's final judgment. Pick up and raid cooperative to survive hordes of monsters, defeat massive monsters, and face the wrath of God in a fight for eternal life. Cool idea when they announced it.
Yep.
Been taking forever to come out, but I'm still keen to check it out.
It'll be on Game Pass.
It will be on Game Pass. There's no reason not to dabble.
I don't have 32 other friends, but
I don't think you need 32 other friends. I believe it's just
it'll be matchmaking. Okay, that's good.
You queue up with friends, or you queue up. Yeah. Who the fuck do you really think they relied on you having 32 other friends? What are you, insane? I don't even know that many people.
Fun to imagine.
It's like this game is only for the most hardcore social butterflies. Like
32 people.
Or else it's just you and your mate fucking playing.
I mean, one day when the servers go offline, you'll need to have 32 other friends to be able to play the game. So,
okay, yeah, like I like how you're thinking about one day when the servers go. The servers haven't even gone online.
You need to think about game preservation, Dylan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Big Walk. Hang out and get lost with close friends in a big world. A cooperative online walker-talker from the creators of Untitled Goose Game. So this is the new House game. Their follow-up to Goose Goose.
This is the multiplayer one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. You and 3 friends. 3 friends. You actually have to have 3 friends for this one, Ash, I believe. So.
Do you have that many?
Well,
but isn't there like some kind of mechanic as well where you can like potentially see
other people?
Other people playing the game as well at the same
something
time.
Like that, yeah.
It's like
it's very weird. It's like the world is like semi-realistic, beautiful forest and stuff, and then you're just playing as these like doopy ass characters. So, they announced it I think like 2 years ago at the Game Awards, and then we haven't seen anything for a while. So, could be the time. Could be this game
this year.
Game Awards. You know?
Yeah.
Get a release date, old Jeff, mate. But yeah, keen for that. Keen to play that. Borderlands 4.
Yes.
Yep.
Can I put my vote in that it's not coming out in 2025?
They said the definitive looter shooter arrives in 2025 when they release the teaser trailer that has the mask floating in space. I want you to know I've checked every game, everything I've put in here, and everything has a it should be out in 2025, or they've said it's out in 2025.
I still don't have confidence.
Okay.
They can say whatever they want, you know.
Nah, I reckon it comes out. I don't really care, but that's where I'm.
You'll definitely be a wait and see. Yeah.
Can. This is the climbing game.
Narrow it down.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot of.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It says reach a summit never climbed before in the survival climber from the creators of Fury and Haven. Climb anywhere and plan your route carefully, managing pitons and resources to survive unforgiving Mount Kami. Discover what Ava is willing to sacrifice to achieve the ascent of a lifetime. This was also shown at Game Awards a year ago, I think. So, yeah, it's a climbing game where you're like doing like. You're climbing. I don't know what else to say. It was a cool looking climbing game. Anyway, and it's from the creators of Fury and Haven, so it's a bit more pedigree to it. Citizen Sleeper 2 Starwood Vector. I'm going to say yes, under the assumption I will finally get time to play Citizen Sleeper 1, which I do definitely still want to.
Christmas break.
Very much a Steam Deck game, I reckon. So
yeah, probably.
Yes, but Citizen Sleeper 1, I've always wanted to jump into that. It's a tabletop inspired RPG, so it should tickle Ciaran's Steam Deck vibes as well. But very well reviewed, the first one, and then the second one, one of the more anticipated indie games next year, I believe. So then we've got Claire Obscure Expedition 33. This is the
Massive,
RPG game with the Persona menus,
and with like the amazing cast.
Yep, an amazing cast. That's true. Very keen for this. So yes, please.
Yes, I think that is. I think it is like the kind of that. Like I think was this in the most anticipated games list for? Because I think this is like the one that a lot of people are in.
What, the Game Awards voting thing?
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
I don't think so.
And I think this game should be, because I think this is going to be like everybody kind of in the industry or in the know is going to be hype on this game, and then it will just flood outwards where everybody will be across it.
It definitely seems like the first American JRPG. Or first Western JRPG. You know what I mean?
It's very stylized, so yeah. Keen to see how this plays out. And I'm hoping it's around that 30 hours or so, as I think they've talked about, so that'll be good. More cinematic RPG. Clockwork Revolution. Embark on a grand adventure in steampunk metropolis of Avalon, wielding an incredible invention that allows you to travel into the past and influence key events affecting history. I can't remember where they showed a trailer for this, but they did show a trailer for this somewhere. But yeah, you travel back in time, you affect things. It has a pretty cool trailer. You should check it out. It like shows the world going to shit, and then
E3, Xbox's E3 showcase, or not E3 showcase.
That could have been it. It was definitely one of the like, it was in a major one. So
yeah,
it looks very cool. It's a cool trailer. You got like steampunk vibes and mech monsters and stuff like that. And I'm keen to keep my eye on that one coming closer to release. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Yes, all about this shit. Can't wait. Presumably,
I was very tempted to try it on my Steam Deck.
I mean, it'd probably be a good Steam Deck game.
It's there on it's there on sale at the moment, so I was like,
I mean, I'm on record with how much I love Death Stranding. So like, I don't even need to see an inch of more of it in this game. Like, I'm in already. I don't care. And I know that we're going to get a million weird trailers and stuff like that in the lead up to the release, but I don't really care. Like, I'm in. Like, here's my money. Take it. You know? I've got my baby now. I got my baby Lou. Thank you to Nicholas Pryor. So. Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. Hopefully, this is my supposedly maybe. Hopefully, Deltarune chapters 1 and 2 were very good. This is, of course, the sequel to Undertale. The first 2 chapters were released separately. Chapters 3 and 4 supposedly coming soon. Yeah. At that point, I may just need to replay it all from the start because I've forgotten what happened. But good stuff. Demon School. So this is a RPG Demon School is a new. I'll just read the thing. Demon School is a new style tactics RPG where motion equals action. Defeat big weirdos in between the human and demon world as Faye and her misfit companions while navigating university life on a mysterious island. So it has a lot of. It's grid turn-based combat, like tactics gameplay. There was a demo for this on Steam at some stage and whatnot. It was cool. And then between that, you've got like visual novel sort of heavy story elements, very Persona-esque story, especially with the school stuff happening. It looks very cool. I'm very keen. The monster designs and everything are, I don't know, Persona weirdy. Like you can tell this is sort of Persona inspired, I think, to a degree.
Yep.
Nowhere near as flashy or anything, and the combat's obviously a lot different. But
yeah, I could definitely go on board with this one.
No, it's cool. Steam Deck game too, for sure.
Surely.
Directive 8020, which is, I don't know if they've officially said it is a Dark Pictures anthology game, but it was the teaser trailer released at the last Dark Pictures anthology game. But anyway, this one's in space. So Earth is dying and humanity has run out of time. 12 light years from home, Tao Setfi offers a small sliver of hope. When the colony ship Cassiopeia crash lands on a planet, its crew soon realize they are far from being alone. In space, death takes many forms. So the new, it does say it there, the Dark Pictures game. Sorry, they just don't put it in the trailer. But yeah, Directive 8020, new Dark
They've
Pictures
gotten to that point where they can't market it as a Dark Pictures game because
people are like, nah, fuck that.
No, they'll be like, oh, I haven't played the last few, so
yeah, maybe that's it.
I need to catch up. They're all tied together,
right? No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This one stars LaShasha Lynch though, so that's very cool. Good get for them. Doom, the Dark Ages. Doom in medieval times. Fuck yeah, let's go, baby. I'm very keen for this. As someone who's enjoyed the last 2 Doom games. Definitely not a Steam Deck game. You may break your Steam Deck playing a Doom game on it, I think. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's... No.
I can't wait. I just love how weird it looks, how different it looks. I mean, it's a prequel, but whatever. Who cares about story? I don't know. I've yet to care about Doom story. And there's videos of people breaking in the law. I'm like, good for them. You know what Doom story is to me? My dude's got a big gun and there's demons to kill.
Well,
let's go.
Because the thing is, right, the game doesn't really sell you on the story. It just kind of
every now and then it like gives you fucking things you can read and whatever else. I'm like, I don't care. Let me go kick that dude in the nuts and grab that dude's eyeball and shotgun him in the face. Thank you. Heavy metal soundtrack while I do it. Cheers. Dune Awakening. The open world MMO set on Arrakis. I've never really gotten to MMOs. That said, if there's a ability to dabble in this, like if there's a play until level 70 for free.
That's only going to happen in one game, and it's not this one, guys.
Sorry.
It's the best deal in gaming, though. Still,
that's true. If there's a play until level 5 for free, then I wouldn't mind trying to run around and find a sandworm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is one I'm excited to hear about.
But just not play, yeah.
The funny thing is, I think the biggest problem is there is that many different Dune games in the works with different genres. It's very... I think it's... Unless you're very much paying attention to it, it's very hard to keep track of which one is which and what's coming out with it.
This is the one they've shown the most trailers for and stuff, and the one they've been working on the longest. So, this is the one they showed at the Game Awards last year.
I thought that was Spice Wars that they showed at the Game Awards last year.
Maybe they showed 2.
No, Spice Wars was a strategy game that they released a while ago.
Well, which one's the survival one?
This one.
This one.
This
survival
one?
MMO, yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Earthblade. It's a follow-up to Celeste. But it's not a platformer.
Yeah, give us something that's not difficult to play.
That's right. Very keen, obviously. I mean, you got to follow up that game. Good luck to him.
I hear something. I think somebody's saying Earthblade Game of the Year 2025. Hear it on the wind.
It's gonna happen. We have to get used to it next year. Going to next year, you have to fix it. By the way, I just said it's not platform. I just realized as I said it, I meant to say another platform. I'm sorry. Just to clarify, the new platformer from the creators of Celeste.
But no, that's super difficult platform.
I don't know.
Not a precision platform.
Might have secret levels or something. I don't know. Exodus. Exodus is a real-time strategy PC game featuring stunning photorealistic graphics, old-school RTS gameplay, mechanics mixed with our fresh ideas and thrilling horror-infused story about dystopian alternative timeline of human history. This is the one. Who was it? Sorry, I forgot. But it was announced with a celebrity or a. Fuck if I can find it.
What's we call it? Thingy.
It was announced
Some Games Fest
last year. It was a which celebrity was it? Matthew McConaughey, thank you.
That's right. All right.
Yes, yeah, all right. He came out and talked about this game last year. Anyway, this is the game.
I didn't realize it was a real-time strategy game.
Yep, because they just showed a live cinematic trailer. So it's like everyone's like, again, what the fuck is this game? It's like, who knows?
Well,
no one knows. Fable.
Yes.
Sure.
He says.
No, I'm very keen for this. I'm very I'm ready to get chased around by Richard Ayoade.
Yeah.
You know?
Looking forward to seeing how the driving mechanics pan out.
That's a joke because it's from the developer of Forza, just to clarify for everyone who doesn't get Ashley Hobley's dumb
Sense figure maker.
Yeah, so. FBC Firebreak. It has to be yes, because it's a 3-player cooperative first-person shooter set within a mysterious federal agency under assault by otherworldly forces. This is the Control co-op spin-off.
Yes,
please.
Yeah, I'll play.
Yes, please. They announced it like a month ago, and I was already like,
yeah, because it was in the DLC, right?
It wasn't in the DLC, but they announced it the day the DLC.
Well, no, but isn't one of the DLCs heavily focused on this? On setting this up?
No, the DLC sets up like Control 2 more so, but I mean,
okay.
This is just its own thing, I think.
Because I thought the people from this game are in the DLC.
They might be. Maybe I got to play it properly, so could be right. Right. I'm keen though. Keen. Fragpunk, 5v5 hero-based first-person shooter featuring power-up cards that can bend the rules of combat. So this is the random card game where it's like suddenly you're floating in the sky, or your bullets shoot backwards, or whatever the fuck. Random
or
shit.
Your characters can rip out one of its eyes and use that eye as a camera in the map. But when you've got the eye out and on the wall somewhere, the left, like one side of your screen is black. Like your side is gone.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Like they had a dev update like last week at some point. It looks really good.
Shouldn't it just be split screen?
No,
maybe you could control.
Hole.
You control one eye, or no, like you can see through both eyes at the same time. So
no, I don't know. Maybe you have to focus on one.
That would make sense because
So you're keen for this thing, Ciaran? Even though its gameplay, they're calling it a 5v5.
I'm interested. I think it's not going to be.
How competitive can it be? If
it looks like it's Valorant, but because
with chaos.
The cards are there for you to collect. The cards are random. The only thing that's probably bad for a competitive game is that the cards are randomized. What cards you get. So I guess there could be potentially the aspect where one team just gets better cards or uses them. And it just depends on the balancing of the cards, what the random elements of the game is, what the shooting mechanics are like. I think there's hope for it. It's not going to be a game that I'm going to be this is my main game. I'm going to just be playing that. I get the feeling that's definitely going to be another game.
Steam Deck game, right?
No. But it's I think we're in a really interesting spot in general for it. It's going to come out at a good time. It looks like it's going to be great.
Ghost of Yotei.
Yes.
We're all playing this, right?
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
100%. PlayStation's first, presumably by the time it gets a release date, I'd assume it's their like earlier release.
I don't know.
What do you reckon is?
There's a rumor that, there's a Horizon multiplayer game coming out next year, so.
I tell you what, if I get a Horizon multiplayer game before something else, I'm going to go insane. Horizon Zero Dawn remake, Horizon Lego, Horizon fucking, I'll give you a Horizon, Sony.
Yeah, just getting all the people hyped for the new Horizon
the TV series,
multiplayer game.
Yeah.
That, will be released just after Monster Hunter Wilds.
Lovely. Love that for them. Yeah, cool. Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yes.
Wait and see.
Yeah, you didn't even play Grand Theft Auto 5.
It sounds like
I need to know what their ethical stances are.
No, I just I don't know. I need to get excited. The thing is, I'm definitely it sounds like I'm memeing or trying to do a joke, but I'm like, I didn't even play 5. So I'm going to sit here and be like, yeah, I can't wait to play this. Like, I didn't play 5. Like, I got to, they've actually, this is the thing where it's like, why does Rockstar need to market Grand Theft Auto 6? It's like, to a lot of people, they don't. I'm the very small group that they actually need to market to win this game with. Because currently, I don't really care.
I think it's the game. The game wins no matter what.
No, it wins no matter what. Like, they're going to make billions and billions and billions of dollars. It doesn't matter. But I'm sure there's people like me who didn't play. Like a very small minority.
I don't think there are.
There's at least one other person, Ash, I'm telling you.
Who has not bought at least... No, even you've bought copies of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, I've bought it twice, so...
Yeah. Ridiculous.
As long as you buy a copy, then, they don't really care if you play it or not.
It's true. It's very true. Very true.
And you probably will buy a copy of Grand Theft Auto 6.
No, I fucking will not. Not unless I'm playing. No, hold on. I'll buy a copy if I plan on playing it. I will not buy a copy if I don't plan on playing it. I cannot add that to my list of unsealed shit in the shelf. And I can't because my PlayStation doesn't take discs anymore. So this is no longer a choice, So, disc drives are like golden nuggets. So, I'm trying to find ones buried out there in the Arizona sunshine. When do you reckon we actually get like a Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay thing?
June, July next year.
The day before the Game Awards.
No, God, no. It's not going to be that close.
That's what they did last time.
Do you reckon June, July, like around E3 time, and then what releases October something or?
Like November, like I think.
Yeah, end of year. Okay, yeah.
I know it could be mid-year. Like they plan to release it this year, so I think it can drop anytime.
Yeah, I definitely feel like
I have no idea when
drop.
Or it could drop January 1st. It could drop December 25th, or it could get pushed to 2026.
Well,
anything is possible with this game.
Not for the last one because it'll ruin my list. So, Hell is Us.
Sure is.
If war is the closest we get to hell on Earth, it's because Earth harbors the worst of demons, humankind.
Facts.
In an isolated country ravaged by infighting, discover the secrets of your past and deal with the repercussions of a mysterious calamity. This was shown on the Sony last State of Play or whatever. It sort of looks like it has Soulsy like combat, but then also your character has a thing coming off his back that looks like it's out of Death Stranding or some shit. That's this one. Exploring stuff. I'm keen to find out more. I'm not going to put this in my I'm playing it category, but I'm putting it in my I'd like to know more. Judas, and we're not talking about Chris Jericho. A disintegrating starship, a desperate escape plan. You are the mysterious and troubled Judas. Your only hope for survival is to make or break alliances with your worst enemies. Will you work together to fix what you broke, or will you leave it to burn? This is the new game from Ken Levine, the creator of BioShock. That looks
kind of
exactly
crazy
like
that he's doing an adaptation
BioShock.
of the crucifixion.
Yeah. I'm still mid on this one, just because I as we talked about when the trailer dropped, which I don't know if you remember, but we did talk about the trailer when it dropped. I was like, wow, this game with this dude who's it's taken 15 years to put out another game, it feels. And it comes out and you watch a trailer and you're like, damn, this just looks like another BioShock game, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm like, holy fuck, you can't go away and be like, I need to work on new things, and then you just put out a BioShock game. It's like, okay.
Yeah, this is another one that I can totally see get pushed to 2026.
It's true. Killing Floor 3.
Hmm.
I'll dabble. Killing Floor game. I've played every Killing Floor game for at least a few hours, including the VR one. So I'm of 100% hit rates currently. You know, Ash could never play them. They're too bloody,
Too
too
violent.
scary, too violent for him. But they're good fun. You know, team up with someone. Get the guns feel great in it. There's lots of zombies to kill. Good shit. Little Nightmares 3.
Another game tempted to buy. Another 2 games I was tempted to buy on my Steam Deck was Little Nightmares 1 and 2. They're both very cheap right now.
Mafia: The Old Country.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
I too would like to play this game. 1900 Sicily.
It's gonna be good
Taking
stuff.
it back.
It's going to be really difficult to fight everybody with hands like this all the time.
Like this is audio.
They know. They got the joke.
I'm not even going to explain it. So yeah,
You know?
yeah. For the people who know, you know. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra.
Yeah,
Yes.
just out of curiosity mostly.
I mean, Amy Hennig finally getting a chance to finish a game
Yeah.
after
Well, we hope. Yeah.
we hope,
It's got to release yet.
you know. And the Marvel games have a pretty good track record, you know,
Yep.
when they're not massive multiplayer games. They've got an impeccable record.
I'm intrigued. Like the Amy Hennig thing is obviously the main thing, but I didn't love what they showed so far. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I don't particularly care myself, but you're keen?
I'd like to play it still.
Hmm.
I'm curious to see what they've done with it without Kojima on it. Like, I mean, my biggest thing is I'm interested to see if they've changed anything, or like if they've if they
like
believe,
how so? It's like we know how to tell this story better.
not maybe not narratively, but like maybe like gameplay wise, or like there's a lot of quirks of that game that I think a lot of people love that might not translate or people might struggle with to like get into.
No. I can see UI and like controls and that kind of stuff being improved, but yeah, anything more than that, I can't imagine they would take the risk.
I don't know. I think they would.
I don't know. I think the Kojima fan base is like extreme. If they fuck with Metal Gear, they'll hear about it forever.
I mean, they already put out that whatever that one was.
HD collection.
No.
Do you mean Metal Gear Rising?
No, because that was all right. They put out one post 5, Phantom Pain, where it was like a co-op thing, and you came back to the same ship from Phantom Pain. Like it reused a lot of elements, and I can't remember what it was called. Metal Gear Solid Phantom Dogs? Metal Gear Solid. Ash is going to tell me in a second. I saw his hands typing in.
Yeah.
Just type in.
No, Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah, Survive. That was it. Yeah. What year was that?
2018.
There you go. See? I'm sorry you lost your memory. So, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Yep, I'll play that.
I'm lukewarm on it. I think it's it's just something where it's like I need Nintendo to show something of that game before I can
tell me why.
Well, they did. They showed a very small teaser trailer. They showed a very small amount of gameplay.
They need to tell us, the people who have not played Metroid Prime 1, 2, or 3, why we need to play this game. And can we play this game? Because
it's going to be a Switch 2 launch game. Probably. Mixtape.
Yes. Massively.
Yeah, yes.
What's the studio name again? Dinosaur Beethoven?
Beethoven and dinosaurs, yeah. Shout out to Australians.
Yeah.
Shout outs. Yeah, so it's the new game from them, the Beethoven and Dinosaur studio that did the Artful Escape.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Very keen. On their last night of high school, three friends embark on one more adventure together, play through a mixtape of a memory set to the soundtracks of a generation. Cool. Mouse, PI for hire.
That's the Mickey Mouse shooter, isn't it?
Yep.
Mm.
Join private investigator Jack Pepper on a guns-blazing, jazz-fueled adventure in Mouse PI for hire. Mouse combines the charm of hand-drawn, rubber-hosed animation inspired by the classic cartoons of the 1930s with the adrenaline and action of an explosive first-person shooter. I'm pretty keen.
Yeah, I mean, the animation is definitely the selling point here. So
It's an arena shooter is what it sort of looks like a lot of time, gameplay-wise. But everyone that's played it says it's good, like gameplay is good, but the art style and everything's obviously the selling point. Then we got Phantom Blade Zero, a new action RPG featuring deep and dark style, art style, fast-paced combat, and a fictitious world blending Chinese martial arts and steampunk. This will be I think it's PC as well, but it's PlayStation exclusive. But obviously, it's featured in the last State of Play as well, with its second trailer there. So, I'm intrigued. I wouldn't say I'm sold, but intrigued. Pokemon Legends ZA or ZA. Yep.
Yeah. I don't think it comes out next year.
What?
I don't think it comes out next year.
they haven't released a mainline Pokemon game this year. They're going to release it next year.
I'm
No, this 110% comes out next year. They can't miss 2 years of no Pokemon game. Also, new Switch is out next year. So
Yeah.
100%. 110%. Pony Island 2 Panda Circus.
Let's go. Yes.
This is me adding my what I consider big picks to the list.
Big important.
Pony Island 2 Panda Circus is a phantasmagorical voyage through time, myth, divinity, and video games. Escape the lordly deities of the underworld with your soul and sanity intact. This is not a game about ponies. Yep. Now, I will say, they obviously put out Inscription after Ponies Island 1, and that was a lot bigger success. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if this game will pick up more because of that. Well, I would assume it would. Yeah.
The first game was really good. So
first game's wild. Absolutely love the fact that you played that and then messaged. Well, what the fuck did I just play?
Yeah, I remember you streaming it from memory.
Yeah,
good shit.
Good times.
Professor Layton and the New World of Steam.
I thought they stopped doing these. Like they retired it.
No, they announced a new one.
Like I assumed he died like Sherlock, you know.
No. I assume it'll come to. It's. I think it's supposed to be a new entry point or something like that. So
okay.
But Professor Layton games, I've dabbled in a heap of them, and they're good. I enjoy them. I like the characters. I like that you get the professor and then the little boy. He's like, "Oi, professor!" Like he's the most British fucking sounding. Replaced. This is one that's been delayed about 16 million times, and was shown in the original Xbox trailer thing. Supposedly finally coming out next year. Still keen. Art style fantastic. Gameplay.
Is it? When was the last time we saw it?
Good point. But last time I saw it, fantastic. Slay the Spire 2.
This announced trailer, hang on, load. Released 3 years ago.
Yep.
Which is more recent than I thought.
Yeah, see? It's fine. Slay the Spire. Ash, do you care about Slay the Spire?
I've never played Slay the Spire.
You should.
I've installed it a couple of times on various things. Yeah. Just never got around to playing it.
I have resisted the urge to buy it on my Steam Deck. So I'll grab this on my Steam Deck though.
It's $4.39 currently.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
But no, Slay the Spire is
sorry.
It is a big price jump there, mate.
My bad.
No, it's a great game. Once again, like it's a really good. Like I actually think it's probably like the card builder roguelike that kind of started off a lot of others. Like I almost don't think we get Balatro without Slay the Spire. And
Maybe.
like a few others. Like,
I definitely feel like it is the
it's like the OG.
It was the OG like card rogue game. At least the one I think of, so yeah. South of Midnight.
Yeah.
Compulsion Games.
Yes.
Deep South.
Just want to hear those New Orleans accents.
Yeah. Swamp monsters, boy.
Yeah. We need to support diversity.
In the bayou. Yeah.
The bayou.
Got them. Big frilly fishes. Young King. I like that gameplay. I like the way it looks. So, Subnautica 2. People will go nuts for this, even if none of us care. I think Subnautica.
It's once again, so we want to always a game. I'm like, I should play this at some point. Don't think it's a Steam Deck game. Maybe it is a Steam Deck game, but maybe like it's definitely. I think if this game was co-op, I'd be like, we should play it.
The second one is.
That's what I thought, right? Yeah.
The first one isn't. I don't believe, but the second one's major thing is it's co-op and everything.
Yeah, I think we should try it.
Terminator Survivors. Play as a survivor in an open world set after Judgment Day where you, alone or in co-op, scavenge resources to build a base of operations for mankind. But you're not alone. Skynet's machines hunt you down as well as rival human factions. I'm hoping this is good because it's that setting and everything is sort of prime for a game like this. So I'm surprised no one's tried to do it before, to be honest. You know, like a survival game set in after Judgment Day. Makes sense. Now, one for me, Terrifier, the arcade game. Let's go! My boy's coming to video games, and I'm keen, and Ash is not.
I'm sure I could tolerate him and beat him up. Retro form.
True. Maybe you'll love this game. I mean, the gameplay looks pretty fun. Like it's like a good beat 'em up. So Chris Jericho's in the game and everything.
It's like a fucked up Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah. I mean, I love how Chris Jericho's character's in Terrifier for all of like 5 minutes, and he gets to be in the video game. Love that for him. Good for him. The Midnight Walk. This is from the people behind Lost and Random. They just showed a trailer at the last PlayStation State of Play thingy. It's one where you can play it in VR if you want as well. Had a fantastic art style, very all like hand paper mache created stuff. Looks very, very cool. I'm going to play this. The Sinking City 2.
Yes, because I wanted to play the original, so I would definitely be jumping in on this one.
Got my eye on. I don't know if I need to watch something about the first one. I'm never going to play the first one at this stage, but I feel like I don't know if this is like directly connected or whatnot. It's the main thing. Tron Catalyst. I'm keen. I like Tron. I like Bissell games. I like how they set up the story and characters for this in his like narrative game, and now he's putting out an actual isometric action game. So, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is the final game on this list.
Has this not already come out?
It doesn't come out. I don't believe this game ever comes out.
Well,
that tells you everything. I'm like, has this already come out? Until Ciaran's like, this will never come out.
It did not come out. It was delayed, and they've switched developers. It is now, I believe, being developed by the Chinese room.
It is the game that they also had. Swan Song was like supposed to come out and did come out. That was like the Battle Royale, wasn't it?
Yeah, that came out.
That came out, yeah, but nobody knows about it, so it's like.
Wikipedia says Bloodlines 2 was first teased in February 2019. Initially scheduled to release in March 2020. The game was pushed back to in October 2019 to an unspecified 2020 release date, and further delayed in August 2020 to an unspecified 2021 release date, along with the announcement of a change in developers in February 2021. The game was delayed past 2021. In September 2023, the Chinese Rune was announced as the new developer, with the game scheduled to release PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox Series X in late 2024. In August 2024, the game was delayed to the first half of 2025. Now, all that said, the Chinese Room does put out games. They've released games. They most recently released Still Wakes the Deep, so there's a chance.
Yeah.
How's that feel? That's everything that I felt comfortable saying should or supposedly is supposed to release in 2025 that we should possibly care about. How are we feel? Like, good list of games there?
Yeah.
Obviously, I feel like the whole year will just be once GTA 5
I think the
is out.
back end of next year goes kind of
6, sorry. Yeah. The year 2025 just becomes the year of Grand Theft Auto. No matter what comes out, that's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good any of these other games are. It's the year that Grand Theft Auto released, And there's nothing you can do about that.
Well, I guess it also depends on what happens with the Switch 2.
Yeah, I think the Switch 2.
Does it launch with the Mario platformer that has been announced yet?
Hopefully. It would make it a pretty big year. I think there's
potential. Does it launch with a new Mario Kart?
Imagine.
It's been a while.
Mario Kart 9?
It'd be very funny, right? It's just released all those DLC games, and then like a year or two later, it's gonna fucking DLC races, and then it's gonna be like, and new one.
Here's a bunch of new ones. Yeah.
Well, that's 2025 upcoming. Look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks to be a very big year, I think. A potential, like with the amount of delays and stuff we've had the last couple of years and whatnot. 2025, I think, is shaping up to be a big year in video games. So excited. Lots of stuff happening.
And it's going to be a bunch of stuff we've never heard of before. As well.
Exactly. And that's everything. There'll be a lot of stuff that gets announced and released in the same year, from big games to, of course, quite often the ones that stand out the most are smaller games. So lots to look forward to. Okay, dokie, that'll do it for this week.
Wait, I have one last thing.
Oh,
I have one last thing.
Ciaran has a
Jeff.
I have a one last thing. Have either of you two watched the release trailer for Marvel Rivals that was released today?
No.
Is it the one where they announced some new characters?
They released a
Hawkeye?
fucking shit ton of new characters.
I saw the headline, but no, I haven't watched
it. You should watch it now. Just quickly watch it now, and we'll quickly talk about it, because it's like a 30-second fucking trailer.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's fine.
Marvel
just be nice and quick, eh? Just nice and quick.
Launch trailer.
Yeah, nice and quick.
It's a minute 24, but that's fine.
That's fine, just for you.
Thank you.
Was this fucking anime ass?
Very funny you say that. So while they're watching, everybody, Marvel Rivals comes out this Friday, December 6th. The game is fully releasing with Oceanic servers. So for all of us here in Australia, we will be able to first time playing it with low ping. Game is releasing with 33 heroes, which I think 5 or 6 of them have been announced in this trailer the guys are watching today. So, which is kind of astonishing, and like 6 or 7 of the characters weren't in the beta that happened in June this year. So the team kind of behind it has gone above and beyond with developing and creating content. The game's releasing in a season 0, which is only lasting a month, with a shorter battle pass, a whole bunch of skins, 3 or 4 new maps. All these new characters and everything, of course, free to play, because if you don't do free to play, you end up closing within 2 weeks.
Intense.
So with this trailer, we should be coming into it for Ashley and Dylan.
No, yeah.
They have announced Iron Fist, Squirrel Girl, Cloak and Dagger, Wolverine, and Black Widow, all in this trailer that hadn't had any kind of drops or anything in them.
Really? Wolverine wasn't already in the beta?
Wolverine wasn't already in the game.
Pretty crazy. Wait, and Cloak and Dagger is... Oh, no. It's listed.
That's 2 characters. How's that?
That's 2 characters. I think you switch between them.
Okay.
During gameplays, you switch between the 2 characters, but they act as like the same character in game.
Okay.
So how are you 2 curious about this? How do you feel about Marvel Rivals coming up to it?
Okay.
Yeah. Play some next week.
Sure.
I'm excited for it.
I'm looking forward to playing on my Steam Deck personally.
It's available on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, anywhere you can pretty much play video games. Don't think Switch though. I don't think
it's on Switch.
No.
That'd be crazy.
Or your
but there's like they've announced some really cool ways of like the environmentals where destroying different things on certain maps actually creates different kind of elements to the map. For like it could like activate like I think there's like air drafts that you could climb up to get to higher vantage points, which they've been showing off. It's really exciting, and I think they were originally going to announce more and more characters. They've been doing it in the lead up of it, having a spotlight on each character coming up. So for this to come out today, for this game to kind of show that there is a lot of content, that this is all the characters they're working on. We're curious now, is Wolverine going to be able to like fastball special with stronger characters like the Hulk? Could that be one of their team up moves where he launches Wolverine at people? That'd be pretty fucking fun. Squirrel Girl's ulti, we saw that today. She unleashes a stampede of squirrels at enemies that knocks them up in the air and damages them. It's the more it's really interesting the mechanics they're working with. Hawkeye that they announced a week or 2 ago, he actually has a mechanic with the longer you have somebody aimed in your sights, the stronger your shot becomes. So if you can keep tracking on somebody and actually aiming at them, you'll be able to kill them easier and do more damage in the one shot. They're showing that they're kind of dedicated to creating a varied playstyle in various different characters. They've already been announcing skins. They've already been giving roadmaps and weekly dev updates. For anybody in this genre like myself that really enjoys hero shooters, that have probably lost a bit of love with Overwatch and the decisions being made over there, or you like Deadlock but think that maybe it's a little bit too overcomplicated, a little bit too much like a MOBA, I think Marvel Rivals is going to be kind of my multiplayer game for a little while now, and I am super excited to keep seeing them release more content, release more maps, and to keep going and building as a game.
Yes, I'm keen. I mean, you've got the benefit of you've played it, where I didn't actually play anything.
For my sake.
I'm that trailer was insane. I just can't get over the fact that it's like they got the most anime.
They got the most anime collectors.
So that song, same singer as they did a song in My Hero Academia called Hero 2. That was a big episode. It's the same singer. So that's why I was into like, this is anime as fuck, because it's been in an anime. Okay. It's a different song though. But yeah, it is. It's exciting.
No, what Wednesday, isn't it?
Friday.
6th. Okay.
Yeah, Friday the 6th.
All right. Well, cool. I'll be playing some this coming weekend then by the time you're listening to this, and we'll be talking about it next week here on Arcade Couch. That'll do it for this week's episode of the show. Of course, let us know any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns you've had of things that we're talking about. ExplosionNetwork.com/Discord. And you know what? Fuck Twitch. Just go find our Blue Sky
Explosion Network.
Explosion Network. Blue Sky. Social. Just search.
.bsky.social.
Yeah. Just search Explosion Network on Blue Sky. Thank you. Follow us there. Follow me there. Viva la deal, surprisingly. Follow Ash there.
Yeah.
Ashley Hobby, I assume. I don't know. Ciaran's making an account. Alrighty. Until next week. Goodbye.